Have you ever wondered what the greatest treasure in the world is? Let's join a young boy named Peter on an adventure that might just give us the answer. It all started on Peter's birthday. While tidying his famously messy room, a strange rolled-up piece of paper fell from a dusty old book. He unrolled it, and his eyes widened. It was an ancient treasure map. What a perfect birthday gift to himself! An epic quest awaited. Without a second thought, Peter packed a small bag and headed into the dense, mysterious forest marked on the map. He hadn't gone far when he heard a soft rustling in the bushes. Out stepped a magnificent lion with a kind, noble face. "I am Leon," the lion rumbled gently. "I see you are on a quest. This forest is my home, and I will guide you and keep you safe." Peter, though a little startled, felt a sense of relief. He wasn't alone anymore. Together, they journeyed deeper, climbing rugged mountains and crossing wide valleys. As they paused on a high cliff, a shadow passed over them. Looking up, they saw a keen-eyed eagle circling above. "My name is Ard," the eagle called out. "I can see the path ahead for miles. Let me be your eyes from the sky." With Leon's strength and Ard's sharp vision, their progress quickened. The trio felt unstoppable, but the nights grew cold as they climbed higher. One evening, huddled by a small fire, they heard a soft bleating. A gentle sheep with the thickest, warmest wool approached them. "I am sure," she said shyly. "You look cold. Allow me to share my warmth." Shaw snuggled between Peter and Leon, and her cozy wool was like the softest blanket. They learned that even the quietest friends can offer the greatest comfort. The map then led them out of the mountains and into a vast, scorching desert. The sun was relentless, and their water was running low. Just as they thought they couldn't go another step, a friendly face appeared on the horizon. It was an adventurous camel named Camilla, lost little travelers. She asked with a grin, "The desert is tricky, but I know its secrets like the back of my hoof. Hop on." Camilla carried them across the endless sands, sharing stories of her desert travels and making them laugh. Finally, they reached the edge of the great ocean. The X on the map was on a tiny island far across the water. How would they get there? As they wondered, a wise old turtle surfaced near the shore. "I am Tyler," he said, his voice calm and ancient. "I have watched many treasure seekers come and go. The sea can be treacherous, but if you trust me, I will carry you across." They carefully climbed onto his broad shell, and Tyler swam steadily, navigating the powerful currents with ease. With each challenge, they overcame the dark forest, the cold mountains, the hot desert, and the vast ocean. This unlikely group of friends grew closer. They relied on each other's strengths and supported each other's weaknesses. They learned to trust, to laugh, and to care for one another. At last, they stood on the small island, right on the spot marked X. With excitement, they all started to dig. But they didn't find a chest of gold or sparkling jewels. Instead, they unearthed a small, smooth stone with a single word carved into it: together. They looked at each other, the boy, the lion, the eagle, the sheep, the camel, and the turtle. They had faced every danger and shared every triumph, and in that moment they understood. The map hadn't led them to riches, it had led them to each other. The journey itself was the adventure, and the bond they had formed was the real treasure, stronger than any metal and more precious than any gem. They didn't need a chest of gold. They had found the greatest treasure of all, friendship. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful journey. If you loved this story, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you won't miss our next adventure. See you next time.